Voting rights are once again up for debate in Washington, as you just mentioned. So, if lawmakers want to truly acknowledge Black History Month, what should they be doing?
A lot of things Black lives are under attack, right? Our Black history is under attack, right? When people, CRT has become a buzzword for eliminating our very history out of schools. Progress that we've made in the past is being eroded, right, by radicals that just care about winning elections, not actual democracy. And we continue to see disproportionate effects in our healthcare system, in our educational system, and with like a distribution of wealth, right, all over this country that disproportionately affects Black men, women, children, and families. And so when you ask me, what can legislators do? My goodness, something. Start somewhere. Like it's frustrating, to see surface level achievements, right? And say, for example, right, I expect and hope that in this next month, we'll see the first Black woman appointed to the Supreme Court, right? And by no means is that anything that's a significant achievement. That is Black history that is about to happen, right? But we have to make sure that we are having, that we're making movement, especially those that are on the upper echelon of the power mechanisms in our society. We need to make sure that those power mechanisms are benefiting the lives of those that are most vulnerable and those that have suffered so much, right? So, simply put, I mean, we need to repair the harm that has been done, that still continues to be done. But I mean, the original sin of this nation of chattel slavery has never been corrected, which is why we see so much stratification by racial lines in this country, right? So, I mean, there's a litany of things that can be done. One thing I can say for sure is that it's unacceptable to do nothing, and it's unacceptable to do anything that doesn't have any substance that affects more than just one Black person, right? But affects the community or people that have felt the effects of racism as a whole. You know what I mean? Like, so not just individuals, because we've seen this before now, right? If we study our history, we've seen this before, right? One Black person reaching a level, reaching a spot or a place that no one else has reached before is significant. But we have to make sure that we're spreading equity and making sure that opportunities are available for all. We are only as successful as those that are most vulnerable among us. And so I think that's really important, right? And I would be remiss if I didn't also mention Ohio, right, has the opportunity to have a Black woman senator. This is not a drill, right? When we look at the achievements of, say, Barack Obama in Illinois, Raphael Warnock, right, or even Kamala Harris in California, it is important, right? This Senate makes very slow changes, very, very slow changes. And so I think it's very important for us to be engaged in this Senate race, right? Obviously, Ohio is a very purple state that has gone Republican. But when Black folks show up to vote, Ohio goes blue and Ohio goes Democrat. I think it's very important that we have a candidate like Morgan Harper that Ohioans of all ages can get excited about, that excites our base. I think that person has a best chance of beating whoever is on the Republican side of the ticket. And this is very important because the Senate is so much in gridlock right now. And, when we see things like voting rights, this gridlock is bad. The effects of the political gridlock multiplies when we need solutions in the Black community, is what I'm trying to say here, right? We have an opportunity to break that gridlock. We have an opportunity to make a difference in everywhere in America, and everywhere that America touches, right here in Ohio, by electing someone, who can make a real difference, and who's willing to stand up to people in power, and who cares about working class people like Morgan Harper. So, I think that's something that we can't ignore, and that's something, I'm focused on what, like I said, I think it's important that we learn from our Black history, but we apply those lessons in the present so that we can have a better future.